In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to beat two of the hardest levels in Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Crash Bandicoot and SANE Trilogy. Now, for the most part, Crash Bandicoot 1 is a very easy game, besides 2 or 3 levels that can be really frustrating. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to beat two of the hardest levels in the Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Crash and SANE Trilogy. Without further ado, let's start the video. So here we have the Crash Bandicoot level, Road to Nowhere on Crash 1, and if you ever played Crash 1, then you will know how hard this level is. This level is hard as hell. It's like somebody at Naughty Dog actually had a gun up to their head and they said, hey, make the hardest level of all time or I'm gonna kill you. Is this the hardest level of all time? I'm not sure if it's the hardest level of all time in gaming history, but it is a hard as hell level. And what you do on this level, you walk from one end of this bridge to another end of the bridge. It seems like a piece of cake, but it's not, because the problem with this level is as you're walking on this bridge, the bridge is actually falling underneath you. And one other thing, as you can see up here, there's some pieces that are actually missing pieces of the board, and those are instant death pieces, so you cannot even walk in those at all. And the problem with this is, if you decide to go on a piece like the pieces in front of me that fall down, you decide to go on them and then you try to take it back, the pieces don't respond. So if I go up here and then say, nope, I changed my mind, I don't want to actually go, I'm a little bit nervous, or I don't think I can time my jump right, I need a little bit more practice, well, too bad, the pieces do not respond. So once you're on a piece that's about to fall, you just have to keep going forward. And one other thing that makes this level really frustrating, really hard, is there's actually enemies on this level. The enemies are the hogs. The problem with the hog enemies is the fact that you cannot spin them away with your crash spin. You can either only take damage with the Uka Uka mask or jump over them. And since you're trying to maneuver this bridge and worry about the hogs at the same time, this level can get really frustrating. As you can see, I just fell through because it is hard. Let me go ahead and get to the hog so I can show you what the hog looks like and show you that you cannot jump over it. You cannot actually spin it away, I mean. Okay, I made it to the hog. Here is the hog enemy right there. You cannot actually spin it. That enemy, you just have to jump over it, which can actually get really frustrating. And then also, besides the hogs, there are these boards that have ice on them, and if you stand on them, of course, you will slide down and fall, so you can't really camp on those at all. Now, I'm going to show you at the beginning of the level what you can do to actually beat this level to make it much more easier. If you didn't know something, you can actually cheat on this level. Yes, you can actually cheat on this level, and I don't blame anyone for cheating on this level. I'm a person that doesn't like to cheat on games. I try to beat them the legit way, but once there's levels like this that's hard as hell, and I'm throwing my controller out the window, getting pissed, getting angry, I don't want to play Crash 1 anymore. I'm forced to cheat. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to think of what you can do to cheat on this game. Okay, did you figure out what you can do by looking around at the level to cheat on this game? If you guessed walking on the ropes, then you would be correct. You can actually walk on the ropes. And it does take a little bit of time trying to get on the ropes. It's not finicky, but it does take some time. Now, also, you can walk on either rope. You don't have to walk on the left rope. You can walk on the left or right rope. In my testing, I found out it was easier to walk on the left rope. That was just me, but you can try either rope if you want to. And what I recommend is just walking on the bridge walking on the rope very slowly, just inching your way. You can actually run on this rope if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend running on this rope just because you can accidentally fall off. Now I'm going to go back and show you another trick you can do on this level as well to make it easier. If you played this level and you're on the ropes, you may think you have to get off the ropes at some certain points of this level, but lo and behold, you actually don't have to get off the ropes at all in certain areas. Okay, let me see if I can get back on the rope. Dang it, it's giving me some problems here. Okay, I'm going to inch my way off on the rope again. I'm going to walk myself slowly. And here's the part I am talking about. You may think you can actually, or you have to get off the rope, but lo and behold, you do not actually have to get off the rope and get on the rope. You can actually jump on these pieces right here, as you can see. Yes, you can jump on these pieces right here, and then you can actually keep jumping on them. But the only problem is it's hard to determine if you're going to land on the rope. So sometimes these ones are a little bit more frustrating and a little bit risky. Although this is a good way to beat this level, this is still no walk in the park with this cheat because it's slow, it's tedious, it's frustrating, it's really annoying. As you can see, I might not even be lined up right when I fall. Yep, I wasn't lined up right when I fall, but you can actually jump back on the rope after you jump off those pieces. Anyway, let's move on to Crash Bandicoot Level 2. So the next level we have is the High Road. It's exactly the same as Road to Nowhere, but this level ramps up the difficulty. You thought the Road to Nowhere was hard? Well, guess what, guys? You're wrong. The High Road is harder than Road to Nowhere by far. It's might be the hardest level in Crash 1, period. Now, you do the same concept to actually beat this level. And at the beginning of the level, you can actually go back and try to get some extra lives. Honestly, if you can get the extra lives, I would recommend this because I've played this level before, and even with the rope trick, this level is hard. I'm going to show you why this level is hard. If I can actually make it to some of the hard parts of this level. I'm not going to show you the rope trip trick anymore just because you've already seen it and I'm not going to redo it, but I'm going to show you why this level is even harder than the other level as soon as I get to some of the parts of this level. Now here's the parts that actually get really frustrating. You have to jump on these turtles and then you have to bounce on the turtles to bounce on the next section of the bridge, and sometimes your timing can be off. You don't really know how long you're supposed to press the X button and stuff, so you can see timing on this is not the best. It looked easy right there, but there's this one part that, oh my god, can be so frustrating. Let's see if well, there you go, I just fell off. But anyway, this is Road to Nowhere, and honestly, again, I would really highly recommend using the ropes on this level because this level is 100% harder than the High Road. Even though you thought the High Road was hard, this level is just so hard just because those stupid turtles are so hard to jump on, figuring out how long you're supposed to jump on them if you can make it to the next platform. But anyway, guys, I hope I could help you beat the 2 hardest levels in Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Crash SANE Trilogy. Anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out, guys.